Hi there, and welcome to my channel. This is my first video on my channel, and my name is Nicole, so welcome. For my first video, I wanted to show my first Filofax planner that I just purchased secondhand and kind of reveal it and go over plans that I have for this planner. So essentially, I just started out with researching online via Pinterest and YouTube for inspiration and looking at setups. My first decision I wanted to make was the size. So I was considering the personal and the pocket as well. And I think I watched one of the videos that Life of Hope posted, and I looked at some other miscellaneous videos as well as Pinterest just for the sizing, the comparisons, and pros and cons that other people had to say about these. And I did settle on wanting the personal one. So I feel like this size was perfect for me because I kind of write big and I write a lot of lists. Not that I wouldn't want a pocket one down the line, but the personal one would be my first one. So after I picked out the size, I did start looking at Pinterest a lot more in terms of setups and inspiration and looking at all the different colors and editions that are out there for Filofax. And I did come across this photo, which I will try to put up on the screen here. And this, I found the original poster. It's kind of hard to find on on Pinterest sometimes. So the poster of this flat lay is Planner Coven, and it looks like she has YouTube and Instagram. So I'm just gonna try to put that here and or link it below so you can see that set up because it's very cool. She has the pocket version, and so I just knew that I wanted to find the personal version of this colorway. I did end up going with the charcoal version. I'll show right here. I think that she's gorgeous, beautiful, amazing. Yeah, I just really, and I just, as soon as I saw that photo, I was like, oh, that's the one I want. I also really looked at the classic croc because I really like the pocket style on the classic. And I also looked at the Malden in the classic. Is it ochre? I think it's ochre. Forgive me if I'm not saying that right. It's either that or cognac. I can't quite remember. But as soon as I saw that photo, I was just like taken away by that. So I think for the next portion of the video, I am going to kind of turn you around and show you a tour of the planner. I have already unboxed this and I took out the 2024 planner because I believe this was special editions. So I did buy this secondhand on eBay. I had found it once and then I didn't buy it in time because I was still deciding, and then I found it again. I just happened to. I did find it new in box via eBay, so I did get that shipped to me, which was awesome. Couldn't believe I found it, and especially brand new. So I am going to show you through the planner. I do want to say thank you again for bearing with me while I figure out this filming thing, as I'm quite new to it in terms of YouTube since I've only done TikTok in the past. But this is the box. It was new in box. Obviously, again, I have already unboxed it, but this is the box that it came in. Very lovely. I love that it matches the color, and I'm a bit of a minimalist, so I don't typically keep boxes and things anymore, but I will be keeping this because it is so beautiful and amazing. I still need to figure out what I'm going to use it for. Maybe I can put my crafting materials in here or something for the Filofax. And then I did also want to show that it came with this lovely bag. And I really love this, especially if I was traveling or something and I wanted to make sure that it was protected. I would definitely consider putting it in here. Without further ado, here is the actual planner. So again, this is the Malden personal size in the charcoal. And as you can see, it's this lovely blue color with a like yellow gold stitching. And then it has Filofax on the front there. There is also an F embossed on the side, I think you would say. And then this is the back. So opening it up here, this is the inside. You do have the gold. I actually didn't know it was gold. I think silver would have been cool too, but I am a gold jewelry person, so I love this. And then it has the Filofax Malden Special Edition in antique leather written on the side here. And then there is the gold zipper with like a little bit of a shallow pocket. I'm really hoping my highlighter will fit in there. Then you do have the card slots right here, and then a deep pocket that goes all the way in the back. If you can see a little bit, hey there. If you can see, Filofax is actually written on the binding as well. But flipping to the back really quick, I do have a pen in here that I just already had. It's a little bit big, but it just means that it's snug and it won't fall out. But there is a pocket that goes all the way down, and then there is another deep pocket that goes all the way at the back. So flipping here, this is what I have kept in here for now. There is the clear slip in the front, and honestly, I really like this brown paper, so I am going to keep this in here for now. I really like the way that looks. So in the front, I have kept the blank note section because I honestly don't know how I'm going to be using these yet. So I kept that. There is 6 separators that come with it. There's the line to do, and then there is general lined paper, which I do have. I found the cotton cream refill online. There is the grid paper. There is the blank paper. And then there were several colors of this lined paper. I personally do not like bright neon colors because they overstimulate me. So I did keep the blue one in here because it really goes along with the theme that I want to do in here. So I really like this blue color. And then the last thing, 2 things in here are the ruler, which in my current planner, I use this to know which week I'm on. So I absolutely love this. And I love the color brown, so it's perfect. And then it did come with, what would you call this? Like a slip folder. So you could put important things in there or crafty stuff, which is probably what I'm going to put in there. And then I do plan on getting the card holder one as well. Purchasing that. So that is what it's kind of looking like in here. I really, really love it. And now we're going to get back to the video. I'm going to tell you about my plans for it. Now that I've taken you through a little tour of the planner and what I have kept in there pre-decorating, I wanted to run through my inspiration for how I would like to decorate it for a theme, because I do like a theme personally. And also I have 2 purchases that came today that I will show you as well. So the minute I saw this blue color, I knew I wanted to do a coastal theme for my first theme, or maybe my only theme. I'm not sure. But yeah, like vintage coastal, lighthouses, shells, everything like that. So I am going for that. And so some things I was kind of looking at on Etsy were, I found this like vintage coin charm. It's a little bit bigger, so I wanted to put that on the bottom ring because I had noticed that people would do charms. I did purchase this dress from Poshmark the other day, and the person wrote their note on this stationery because I think they're from California, so that makes sense. So I do want to use this in some capacity as well as like vintage photos. I'd like to get a slip in there to put Polaroid pictures in there. One thought I had was going to the home improvement store and getting some color swatches in the color theme that I'm kind of going for. I really liked when I saw someone hole punched something like that and tucked it into the side and then used it to clip in like a charm chain thing, things like that. So yeah, that's kind of my general inspiration for how I will decorate it. I am going to start using this now, but I'm not going to be decorating it until a couple months from now. I'm going to visit my friend on the East Coast, and we are going to decorate our Filofaxes together as a fun birthday activity. Our birthdays are quite close together, so that is when I'm going to do that. And then the last thing I wanted to go over was 2 purchases that actually came today for the planner. So the first thing that I purchased were some weekly planner setups. This came with the 2024, so I did have to remove that. And I'm already halfway through the year on my current little $9 2025 planner, which I am going to continue to still use that since I have it. I do use that for a lot of to-do lists, so I don't want it to go to waste. But I did get a small set of these weekly undated planner pages that I'm going to tuck in there and start getting used to the planner and using it now. And I do really feel like this color is close enough to the cotton cream, because I do like the cotton cream color, since this is not an actual Filofax product. And then the second thing that I did buy is a highlighter set. I was trying to buy just like one or two, but apparently they come in sets, but I will use these. I figured I'd take a couple to work and then have them here. I really like the blue one, and the dark pink one, and the kind of beigey one. In my planner right now, I do highlight like events and things that I have to do, because it highlights them in my mind and on the page and keeps me from forgetting anything. So I'm considering tucking one of or two of them in the pocket, the zipper pocket. So those are the two things that I purchased. But yeah, that was my little video on my Malden Filofax planner. Again, thank you for stopping by and watching my video. I do plan on making a flip through video later on in a couple of months, and hopefully some other journaling and planning related videos, since I love both of those things a lot. It's definitely a hobby of mine. So yeah, if you want to stick around and watch more videos that I put out, I would love that. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.